The second law of encounter is the law of seeking. A spirit will never reveal himself to you until you seek him with the whole of your heart. And when a man is seeking with the whole of his heart, there's a way he goes about it. So the spirit knows you. He knows the last time you wanted to marry, you were talking on phone till 3 a.m. and you had power over sleep. So 3 a.m. you are still agile. Oh, and the lady say, I want to sleep, I'm tired. It's okay, in the next 5 minutes. 5 minutes will always be 50 minutes. 50 minutes will be 3 hours. Now you want to seek God. You say, Lord, I seek you with all my heart. 10 minutes to sleep. You are joking. When you were looking for a contract, you could sit down with all the files and you followed till 4 a.m. in the morning looking for God. The spirit know how you seek things with all your heart. So when you come to seek him, the same tenacity and focus with which you used to seek that lady, with which you used to seek that contract, until you hit that quota in the spirit, you will not get that spirit's attention. That's why I said you will seek me and you will find me. When you seek me with the whole of your heart, I know how you seek things with the whole of your heart. When you wanted to impress that man, if he says he's coming by 2 p.m., you start preparing from 8 a.m. You go and cut your nails, you do all the eyelashes, you put your foundation, you buy a new gown, you iron it, and then God tells you there's a meeting by 6, and you wait until 5:40. You now start running, where's my clothes? You don't know what you're doing. And then when you come to church, you now lift your hands and you are crying, I need you. When he looks at you, he will be laughing. When the man said he was coming, you prepared for 8 hours. Now you want to come for service. You use 5 minutes and you run into service. You say, Jesus, you know I love you. When you finish that biochemical reaction, clean your face and seek God. You that was looking for a job, they told you that the venue of the interview is 8 kilometers. You were there by 5:40 a.m. You traveled for 8 kilometers. You came before they opened the office. Now you say you are seeking God, and service will go for 1 hour before. You stroll in and say, Kai, Abuja, I don't understand this city. I don't understand this city. But the city could not tell you when you were looking for a job. Now that you are seeking God, the city can tell you. When you become serious, you will find him. The Bible said God hides himself in the deep darkness. In Exodus chapter 20 verse 21, it said Moses stepped into the deep darkness where God was. There are men that have sought him in the sun and in the rain. They have sought him in the light and in the dark. So God can't hide himself from them anymore. When God finds such a man, he will invest himself to him as a token. That's why he told Abraham, I am your shield and your exceeding great reward. There is a level you must find God to as a testimony that is your greatest motivation. It's your greatest desire. You must find God, and your quest for him must surpass every other. Because you were looking for a job, you went for 400 days fasting. You were looking for a husband, you went for prayer meetings for 1 full year. You did vigil, you didn't sleep once. Now that you are married, vigils have become for young people. When they say fast, you say, Kai, when you are fasting, please add wisdom, because you can have ulcer. But you didn't think of ulcer when you were looking for a job. We deceive ourselves, and we don't know that God is an immortal spirit. He knows your intention, he knows your thoughts, he knows your propensities, and when you channel them towards him, he knows. When it comes to work, you have time, but when it comes to God, you don't have time. You will never find him. 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 The law of seeking God is the law of hunger. You are never satisfied. I want more. I want more. You just come from a miracle service. Everybody is talking about the miracles. You go back home, Lord, have mercy, have mercy, have mercy. You are never satisfied. As touching the receipt of God, you are never satisfied. You will chase him and keep seeking him until the day you leave this world. That's a man who is ready for encounter. And I tell you, when you manage these things well, a point will come, you will begin to live in the realm of encounters. Because Jesus, I told them in the morning, he wasn't having encounters anymore. He said the Son of Man, which is in heaven, he lives there. He lives there. We want to change our world. It's no joke. The things happening in this country, it's not just because men are wicked. Men have encountered wicked spirits, strange demons. You see pregnant women being butchered. You think it's wickedness? There are princes of wickedness that have encountered men. made people become psychopaths and sociopaths. They no longer have conscience. You want to contend with such men, you think it's English language. You coin English language because few people can clap for you. In the realm of the spirit, they don't hear English. They hear spirit and life. What is the weight of witness that you bring? You see young ladies that are fornicated and lived as prostitutes for 5 years. You think English language will change them? Do you know the complex, dark algorithm that have been set in motion in political corridors? You think we will just stand and say Nigeria will be great again and Nigeria will become great? Do you know the spirits that have appeared to men in power? Do you know the covenants that men have entered with demons? When we come for encounter services like this, we have come to a place where we will never go back. We have made up our mind that until our God appears as a consuming fire, we will not go back, because there's a generation that depends on our walk with God. The reason we can serve God today is because men after us paid the price, and we have no right to live here until we pay the price to secure a heritage for the next generation. Encounters are not a joke. They are tokens for spiritual men that pay prices in the spirit. The laws of encounters. The laws of encounters. A day will come when politicians will be prophets. Senators will be apostles. Because they will not be told about God. They will know him personally. A day will come where vigils will no longer be for the poor members of the church. Even the wealthy will come for vigils and they will pray till morning because they have a relationship with God. A day will come when evangelism will no longer be for children. Even men of reputation will go to the street and win souls because they are servants of God. Because God is not raising superstars. He's raising an army. He's raising a warrior church. And every one of us must come to the point of willingness to pay the price. We are not preachers. We are not singers. We are witnesses to our generation. And the reason we are witnesses is because we've had encounters that bring us to that point where we can demonstrate that which you say. The third law of encounter is the law of standing in the presence. He said to Elijah, go and stand on the mountain and I will appear to you. I will show myself before you. When men don't build capacity in prayer, they will never have encounters with God. Encounters are tokens for men who service the altar. He said, as he prayed, the fashion of his countenance was altered. You desire encounters, your altars must come alive. Your altars must come alive. Nothing inspires me in scripture more than men that have power on the altar. Anybody can preach. You can leave a Bible school and become a great preacher. You can be an orator and become a great preacher. But it takes spiritual stamina to be a man of prayer. Because in the realm of God's power is not the ability to raise the dead. Because people don't die there. In the realm of God's power is not the ability to heal the sick. Because people don't fall sick there. In the realm of God, power is the ability to stand in the presence. That's why I said the four beasts, day and night, forever and ever, they stand before God and they have one testimony: holy, holy, holy is the Lord. When God finds such men, he gives them his presence as a token. And that's why when Gabriel came to Zacharias, he said, I am Gabriel that standeth in the presence. Because in the realm of God, that is a scepter. It's a place of power that a man can stand. Many times when you want to find out your capacity in the spirit, it's not about preaching. You can preach a series for 4 weeks, but go and stand before God for 10 hours. That's when you will know those who have capacity. Men who can travel. Because when you want to stand in the presence, it's like ascending the mountains of God. Many times Moses will climb Sinai for 40 days. He's climbing, he will fall, he will climb. When you ascend Sinai, Sinai is over 6,000 feet tall. Your legs will be blistered, your hands will be blistered. It takes hunger, power, and a state of not compromising to be able to stand in the presence. And Moses will labor until he gets there. And when he gets there, God doesn't even show up. He will still tarry for 6 days. And when God descends on that mountain, when God descends, Moses doesn't return as a mortal. He returns as a immortal. And he said, even Moses wished not that his face began to shine. He had paid too many prices for God not to allocate a measure of his presence to him as a weapon. When Moses walks through a city, his word is law. With a staff He could part the Red Sea. He had become a creature that could not be explained because of the texture of encounters that he paid the price for. He went through prayer. He tarried on the mountain until God appeared. There are men who will hold on to him and say, I will not let you go. I will not. He's stamina in the spirit. You want to find strong men? They are not on the pulpit. They are on the altar. Anybody can be on the pulpit. But when you find men on the altar, they are genuine men. He said the priest must put wood on it every morning. The fire on the altar must not be put out. The reason our Christianity is weak and psychological is because we don't have men of prayer. When men build capacity on the altar, it will be commonplace. When you come to such meetings, you won't find sick people. Because when they stay in the presence for long, their body, the molecular structure of their body will be altered. When they stay, you can't talk to that kind of church because nobody will be naive. When you are talking about the spirit realm, they know because that's their everyday life. You can't come and say, an angel appear, they live there. And if you begin to lie, they will look at you like this. They will know you are a joker. Because even the realm where they are sent to, you have not reached there. The church that God is raising is a praying church. Because very soon, our meetings will not be in auditoriums. It will be in the spirit. The witches have gone too far. Witches enter meetings through trees. They knew how to travel to the spirit realm. And today, we are still struggling, trying to get things done in the flesh. Meanwhile, our counterparts in the negative supernatural have gone far. When they go for their meetings, they don't carry cars there. They appear. They appear in the meeting. And it's not a testimony. If I appear on this altar, I assure you everybody will run. But in the demonic coven, it's a normal thing. They know the spirit realm. Some people, they pray a whole year to encounter the devil. When you tell believers, let's go on 40 days fasting, they say, what? What do you mean? That's why we are weak. We have no power in the spirit. In the demonic realm, even the least in the demonic coven comes to the meeting by teleporting. And we today, we are still quoting Philip, went to Samaria. Philip and the Holy Ghost took him to Azoto because of where we are in spiritual economy. We have not graduated because we don't have men to pay the price. We don't have men. You say you are a young man and you have no power in the spirit. What is your strength for? He said, I write unto you, young men, because you are strong. The word of the Lord abides in you. You have overcome the evil one. Today, young men are still looking for direction. How can you be looking for direction? Your prime. This is your prime. How can you be seeking direction? You should have ascended the mountain and you know your future. That no false prophet can come to deceive you. When they talk to you, look at them and say, sir, I know where I'm going. I wasn't told by a man. I saw it in the mountain. I can tell you where I will be in the next 30 years. I saw it. That's the beauty of young men. They know where to deploy their strength. And when a young man comes out, the glory of a young man is the glory of the spirit that he carries, the power that he mirrors. When you want to find young men, you should find them on the altar. That's when there is a hope for a generation. Not young men that talk and back different kinds of haircut and they have followers on Facebook. We need men that can change things on the altar. Then you know that a generation has hope. When young men gather, it's not gossip. Unfortunately, our generation today, when young men gather, they're either talking football or they are gossiping. And they can talk about Chelsea and Man United for 10 hours. That's why we are oblivion in the spirit. We are oblivious of spiritual things. It's a shame that you find 1,000 Christians and you can't find 20 of them that can walk in the spirit comfortably. It means our Christianity has not begun to touch matters of eternity. Our pursuits are wrong and our motivations are not serviced. In the day of the power of God, men will walk in the realm of encounters because prayer will become the breath that they breathe. That's why even in the soccer way, Jeremiah was prophesying. He no longer live by bread. There is another economy that powers him. There's another economy. The fourth law of encounter is the law of service. Samuel remained in the temple and God appeared to him. We don't want to serve in our generation. We want to appear on billboards and put our hands like this. And the child Samuel served the Lord in the temple. It was by the altar in the temple that God called him Samuel, 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 Samuel. They know the honor of service. Our generation can't serve nobody. They can't serve anywhere. Everybody wants to be the happening person. People don't happen. God reveals them. Forget this idea of seeing a man and running to remove his body and hold it like this. You have the Bible in your hand. You have a house and you have not held it. It's a man's body you came to remove. I've been touched. I know demons can be cast out by such contact, but there is honor in service. He said the greatest of you all is the one who is the servant of all. I heard Benihim spoke. He said if his father in the Lord was still alive, he will still be serving him till today. Because men don't outgrow service. There are many things service represents in the spirit. Men don't outgrow service. You want to live in the realm of encounters, you must know how to service bodies. You want to live in the realm of encounters, you must know the way of service. You want to live in the realm of encounters, you must know how to seek God with all your heart without hypocrisy. You want to live in the realm of encounters, you must know the way of prayer. But just in case you don't pay that price, your life will not amount to much. Because even the scriptures have revealed to us that many generations came and went. There were only few men. Hope you know that there were many men that were not written about in scripture. It's only those who made a mark that were written about. That means in the chronicles of God, they don't write everybody. They don't talk about everybody. It's those who made the difference. Because a whole generation can be called the time of John. There may be 1,000 prophets, but they didn't know them. They have titles. They don't have impact. So as far as the heavens are concerned, only John made a mark. So they said, everybody that is there, we will call you John until the time of John. May you not be captured in John. Have your identity in the spirit.